And for any of your listeners who might be in a healthcare field, a healthcare worker, thinking about this as a career, having little things each day that remind you of your purpose. Why am I showing up in this capacity? It might be that as you're walking from your car into your clinic, you take a moment. If, you might just say, there are people that I'm going to meet today or that I'm seeing again that need my care. Help me to be present. Help me to show up for them as best as I possibly can. Maybe there's also, very simple things we do every day as clinicians, like wash your hands right outside of the room with hand sanitizer, or walk through even a door frame. Both of those things can be reminders to us to set aside whatever happened before, because that's a challenge we have as clinicians, right? Is something really difficult can have happened a moment before, and now we're stepping into a completely different situation. That's true in the critical care unit. That's true in the ER. That's even true in the oncology clinic. So as much as possible, using some type of reminder, a physical reminder, like washing your hands or even a door frame, and to say, there's a person on the other side of this door that is counting on me to be present. They're counting on me to pay attention, right? And so just in that moment, just as like a quick little reset. And that doesn't mean that you are ignoring the things that happened before. I think that as clinicians, something that can continue to help us connect with our patients is to really allow ourselves the time and the margins, right? There's this analogy of like when you're making a fire, you have the logs and the kindling, but you also have the air that flows in between. And that's the space in the margin. That's the time before and after work. That's time to sleep, hopefully to exercise, to have time with your loved ones. That time in the margin is really important for us as clinicians. And that should hopefully include some type of healthy way of processing. For me, that's journaling and writing. For me, that's also therapy. That also might be walking in nature, listening to music. That might be a ritual you have as you're driving home. But just to have some type of ritual that's reconnecting you with your humanity, processing through difficult things that may have happened that day. And many times as clinician, that is a handful of things all in the same day, right? But just to have some type of ritual, I think can allow you then to show up the next day rejuvenated and ready to serve again.
Yes, that's really beautiful. And I think the dream again, is that the system actually makes time for you to process it, and you get paid for the hour you go to see a therapist, or whatever it is. Like, how beautiful, right? Because the work that medical providers are doing every day is such important work. It's so impactful to people, and it serves all of us for the medical system to care for the people working in it. That serves every single human being.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
If our clinicians are burned out, not only do they not, we know this, that they're not as able to do their jobs, either because they're short staffed and there's not enough hands for the work. They're facing a lack of compassion because of this exhaustion, or they're leaving the field altogether, right? Which
yes.
puts additional strain on the people that remain. And so the more that we can support our healthcare workers, it can truly build a healthcare infrastructure that really supports patients as best as possible.